Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be showing you this beautiful set that I created on myself because it's time to get rid of my Christmas nails. So getting straight in, the first thing I do is remove the gel polish and also most of the builder gel as well. So for that I'm using this drill bit here. This is called the Torch Cylinder drill bit in medium grit. And I'll leave a link down below for you as well. I just find this one's really good when I'm working on gel because it's not too, the grit isn't too harsh, and it really gets to all those little nooks and crannies that you need it to. So I'm just removing the old design and also removing the bulk of the builder gel as well. I never used to work with builder gel, but recently I just love working on natural nails. I don't know why. And the builder gel that I've got on here is the Nail Lounge Collections builder in a bottle in the shade Rosie. And as you can see, it has lasted absolutely amazing. And I'm really trying to grow out my natural nails. So here we are. So I'm just going to do that to all of the nails. I've not kept it all in just because this video was going to be literally like 40 minutes long. So I'm just showing you a couple of nails at a time. So I'm just going to go in. I'm sorry if you can hear birds in the background. I've got the conservatory door open. And then I'm going in with this drill bit here. I'm not sure what this is called, but I will find that out. And I've just found recently that this really does get in under that cuticle and right up close to that cuticle. It sort of pushes it back and lifts it at the same time. I used to use like, I don't know if it's called a flame drill bit. I can't remember. But I found recently that this one works a lot better. And it's really fine as well, so it doesn't cause any damage to the natural nail plate at all. So I just go in and I go down the left-hand side of the nail with the drill rotating clockwise. Then I'll switch the rotation up and I'll go down the right side of the nail. And it's really important to remove any dead cuticle or anything on the nail plate when you're working with gel because you don't want it to be lifted. You don't want it to cause lifting by leaving like a little piece of cuticle and dead skin on the nail. So do make sure that you take your time with your prep. So next I'm going to go in with this ball bit here. I don't know what this is called. I'm just calling it a ball bit. But I got this years ago, like so long ago, but I never use it. But because my cuticles there isn't much cuticle there, I'm going to use this to sort of buff away the majority of the cuticle rather than nipping it away. And this, I just find this gets rid of all that dead skin around the cuticle area and really softens around the cuticle area as well. So again, I go in with it rotating one way and then I'll rotate it the other way. And then once I have done this, and this doesn't hurt at all, by the way, like it's literally pain-free. It does not hurt one little bit. Once I've done that, I will go in, and if there's any cuticle that does need nipping off, I'm going to go in with my cuticle scissors. These are I think it's Nailed by Lucy scissors. I'll leave a link down below for you. And I'll just use these to just nip away anything that needs nipping. And these are really good scissors as well. They're so like small and fine that you can literally get the smallest cuticle ever. Then next I'm going to go in with my 180 side of my file And I'm just going to file away the rest of the gel that's left on the nail, making sure that I've got all the shine off my nails, because as you all know, that will prevent lifting. So make sure you do remove all of that shine and as much of your old gel as possible. And then I will go in and shape the nails like this. Again, I'm using the 180 side of my file. And then I'm going to buff over all of the nails using a white buffing block. And this is just going to smooth out the nails a little bit more and get rid of any scratches left with the nail file. I did go back in here with my scissors just because I could see some little bits of cuticle that was bugging me. So I just nipped those away, and then I'm taking a lint-free wipe with some prep solution, and I'm just giving those nails a good wipe over, making sure I get rid of all of that dust. And then this is what the nails look like. Can't believe I actually have some length. So for the design, I'm going to be going in with the Nail Lounge Collection base coat, and I'm going to apply a thin layer of this to all of the nails. When you're using their builder gel, you don't actually have to use their base coat. You can go straight in with the builder gel itself, but I don't know, I think it's just habit. I just always do this. But it doesn't make any difference. They last just as well either way. So applying that to all of the nails, pushing that right up towards that cuticle, ensuring I don't get any on the skin. If I do, make sure I wipe it off straight away, because you don't want that setting on the skin. And then once I've applied it to all the nails, I will cure this for 1 minute in my LED lamp. If you're using a UV, make sure you cure for 2 minutes. And I'm also making sure that I cap that free edge as well. So once they're all set, I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin layer of the Nail Lounge Collection Builder in a bottle in the shade Rosie. This is so beautiful to work with. It's not too thick and it's not too runny. It literally just stays in place. And it's just a gorgeous natural colour. And it's buildable as well. So if you do want more of a full coverage, you can build this up. But I just wanted sort of a natural French kind of vibe going on. So I apply a really thin layer, and then I'm going to cure this for 1 minute in my LED lamp, 2 minutes UV. So once that's cured, I'm going to go in again and apply a really thin layer of the builder gel, and this is what I'm going to use as a slip layer for the gel. So I find doing this, it just makes that gel move a lot easier when you're trying to build your nail. So I apply a really thin layer, and then I'm going to pick up a bigger blob, let's call it, of the gel, place that on the nail, and I'm using this brush to really push that up towards the cuticle area. And then I'm going to drag that bead down, working side to side, ensuring that I cover the whole entire nail and cap the free edge. Then I'm going to go in and cure that for 1 minute in LED, 2 minutes in UV. And I'm just going to repeat the same process on all of the nails. So I'll go in first with a thin layer of the builder gel, cure that for 1 minute in LED, 2 minutes in UV. And then I will work one nail at a time when I'm actually building the structure of the nail. So I'll start with my index finger. I'll go in with a slip layer and then a bigger bead of the gel. Work that up over the whole entire nail, cap that free edge, and then I will turn my hand upside down to make sure that all of that gel sort of gravitates towards the centre of the nail. And this gel is so good because it's self-leveling as well. So filing, you literally don't have to do hardly any As I said, I never used to work with gel that much, so I'm not really used to it. But if you do work with gel, then you probably would be able to get away without having to do any filing at all. So I do my thin layer on all of the nails and set them all at the same time, and then I will build the nails one at a time. Curing each time for 1 minute in LED UV will be 2 minutes. So I'll let you guys just watch the rest of this and then I'll jump back in. So this is what the nail looks like as soon as it's come out. And as you can see, it's leveled off so beautifully. Like literally you hardly have to do any filing at all. Oh, I'm really sorry if you can hear Delilah. She's decided it's feeding time. So she's guzzling her bottle. This is what the nails look like when they have all had their builder gel applied. As you can see, they are looking beautiful. I'm so impressed with my natural nails. I never have long natural nails and they're getting there. So now I'm going to go ahead and just remove that tacky layer again, just using the prep solution. And then I will go ahead and just shape up these nails and lightly file over the surface. So again, using a 180 grit file to do this. Filing really, really lightly. You don't want to file too hard. It does look like I'm being really harsh, but I'm not. It's because I've sped it up for you so you don't get bored. But yeah, you don't have to do much filing at all. And then I'll go over with a white buffing block again, just to smooth out any scratches left from the file. Then I'll wipe over them once more just to get rid of any dust before going in with my design. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean off all that dust off the nail, making sure we've got a nice clean base to work on. And then I'm going to go in with my design. So I'm going to go in with my foil glue gel, and this is from Model Wands. Apply a thin coat of this to the nail that I'm working on and cure for 1 minute LED, 2 minutes UV. And the way that I'm doing this set today is inspired by, I think it's called Polish, I think she's called Polish by Leanne. I can't remember her name, but I'll leave her link for her Instagram down below. She's amazing. But I'm actually going to be using foil, and trust me when I say this is so much easier. So once I've got that gel cured, I'm going to go in and just randomly press this foil on the nail. I don't want it to be neat. I want to be messy. So I'm just applying that foil to the areas where I want it. And I'm trying not to work too close to the cuticle area because I'm going to go in with sort of a cuticle cuff. So I'm just applying that foil, trying to get as much of the sort of yellowy tone on the nail as possible. I'll link for the foil down below as well. Then I'm going to go in and mix up some Coffee Mocha 09 from the Nail Lounge collection with their base coat. Mix that together and just use an applicator brush just to apply this over that foil. And this is going to start where it's going to start creating the depth of the nail. So curing, oh my God, I cannot speak today. Applying that to the whole nail, ensuring I cap the free edge. And then before curing this, you need to make sure you don't cure this to get the effect. I'm going to go ahead and apply some of the Nail Lounge Collection's black gel polish using the same brush. And I'm applying this into the wet gel polish that we've just applied. Make sure you do not cure it. And I'm just applying the black over. Yes, Delilah. Delilah's decided she wants to tell you. Over the black areas on that design. And then I'm also just going to sort of blend some of that out into that gel, and doing it this way on top of the uncured gel, sorry. Oh my God, I think I need like some sort of caffeine. This is just going to give sort of that merged effect and marble effect, and it's all going to sort of bloom out into one another. So I'm going to do that, and then once I'm happy with that design, I'm going to go ahead and cure that under my lamp, this time curing for 1 full minute. If you're working with UV lamp, make sure you cure for 2 minutes. Once that's cured, I'm going to go ahead and apply another thin layer of the gel that we mixed together. Again, this is going to help create more depth. This nail is all about the depth. And then I'm going to cure that, but I'm just going to cure for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to go in and add some random bits of gold leaf to that sort of half cured layer of gel polish. Then I'm going to go in, take a striping brush and going in with Madame Glam's gold gel paint. And I'm going around the cuticle area and then bringing this gel paint up the sides of the nails as well. And this is the reason why I left sort of a little gap, because I don't want it to be built up too much around the cuticle area. With that, I'm going to cure for 1 minute LED, 2 minutes UV. Then I'm going to take the clear builder in a bottle from the Nail Lounge collection and apply this over the entire nail. I'm using this as sort of, I'm not building the nail, but I want to use it as a thicker layer so that I can buff over the nail and file this nail to make sure it's nice and smooth. Once I've done that, curing for 1 minute again, LED, 2 minutes in UV. And I'm going to move on to the index finger. So I'm going to be doing a tortoise French design on this nail. So taking my striping brush and the foil glue gel, I think that's what it's called, applying that sort of to the tip of the nail, creating my French. This doesn't, bless you, this doesn't need to be neat because we're going to be going in with, we're going to be outlining the French anyway. Curing that for 1 minute and again pressing in the foil. Again, we don't need this to be neat. Messy is fine. This look is all about a neat mess. And then once I've applied that, I'm going to go in with my striping brush again and apply the colour mix that we made with the Coffee Mocha 09 and the base gel. Applying that to the tip area. And then using that same brush to go in with our black. literally the same process as the middle finger was, just a lot smaller. Then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to cure that for 1 minute LED, 2 minutes in UV. Then I'll go over again with a layer of the, let's call it the glass effect gel that we made. Go in with that again, cure that layer, and then I'm going to go in with the gold foil. So going in with that gold foil now. This is why I used a base coat to mix the gel polish, so that you have got more of a tacky layer to stick the foil to. So going in with that, and I'm just pressing my finger down on top of that foil, and then I'm going to outline my smile line with the gold paint gel from Madame Glam. Once I'm happy with that, curing it for 1 minute. And then again, I will go in with that builder gel. On this nail, I did work a bit thicker with the builder gel, just because it was the tip of the nail. There was like quite a dip in the nail. So I go in with my slip layer, and then I go in with sort of a smaller builder layer, shall we call it. And then cure that for 1 minute LED, 2 minutes UV. Then I just shape up the free edge of the nail and buff over to make sure it's nice and level and there's no lumps or bumps in that nail. And now I'm going to go in and top coat these two nails. So I'm going to apply my Nail Lounge Collection's Ultimate Gloss Top Coat. Apply a thin layer to the whole entire nail. And then what I like to do when I'm working with gel is apply a sort of a thicker bead of it, let's say. And I sort of run that down at the centre of the nail, as you can see here. I'm just going to run that down just down the centre. Then I'm going to do the other nail as well. And if you're doing all 5 nails, you want to make sure you sort of either work 1 nail at a time or at a max 2 nails at a time, or else that top coat is going to bleed down into the cuticles and it's going to create a big mess. Cure that for 1 minute, apply my cuticle oil once they've cooled down, and that is it. That is the finished look. I'm absolutely obsessed. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forgive it. Oh, I can't talk because Delilah's chatting in the background. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button and that notification bell to get notified when I next upload. I'll leave everything linked down below for you guys. Thanks so much. Love you. Bye.